just after 9 o'clock this morning, and already we are into the 70s. And as Jackie has been forecasting all morning long, things are only going to get hotter as we head into this weekend. So we want to help you stay safe as you plan to take your activities and specifically your workout outside. And joining us this morning with some tips on how to do just that is personal trainer Denise Lee, and she is going to help you keep cool as things warm up. Denise, thanks so much for joining us. First things first, what do people need to know if they plan to head outside to get that workout in?
The first thing and the most important thing that you have to know is to be aware of the temperatures. Obviously, the temperature is going to be climbing into the 90s, so basically planning your workout accordingly. I suggest for people, especially who are runners or hiking or going outside, to make sure that you do it before the sun is its most potent. The most potent time of the day is usually between 2 to 4. So if you can get your workout in between 7 and 9, it's right before the temperature really start to peak out, and it's manageable to walk outside.
So right about now would be the time to try and wrap it up.
Absolutely. This is the best time of the day to get outside and get moving.
And something that I think people in our area also need to take into consideration is the humidity. It is so swampy here during the D.C. summers. People maybe only look at the temperature and not take into account just how moist the air is.
Absolutely. This high humidity has a diuretic effect, meaning the chance to go to the bathroom more often. So the most important thing right now is to make sure that you have water at hand at all possible. Usually when I'm outside with my clients, I usually say, where's your water bottle? Before we begin, to make sure that they feel a little thirsty, they have something to easily take a sip and access at the time.
All right, so take that water with you. Keep hydrated. Heat stroke is something, of course, people need to be on the lookout for. What are the symptoms that you might be suffering a heat stroke, and how can you try and prevent it?
Absolutely. Typically when people are suffering a heat stroke, it's meaning that their temperature is climbing about to 104. Usually they're feeling headachy, they're confusion. They're also feeling a little disoriented, and that's the time to stop the activity first and foremost. You can't push through that.
Right.
Making sure that you have access to water. Water is the cheapest sports drink available. I tell you, you don't need to go to the store, you don't need to go to CVS. And then secondly, if you have access to a cold compress for your neck, your chest, to help drive the temperature down. And lastly, to get out of the dangerous situation, maybe you're running outside, sit down, get away from that, drink the water, and tend to yourself.
Get in the shade.
Absolutely.
All right, and last question for you quickly. Is there anything that you can do before you start your workout? Say maybe when you wake up in the morning, before you head outside where it is so hot, is there anything that you can do to try and keep safe?
Absolutely. The first thing, again, it goes back to hydration. You want to make sure that even if you don't like drinking anything, at the very least, make sure that you're drinking at least 8 ounces of water in the morning. That makes sure that it not just hydrates the body, it's helping to make sure that all the organs are working functionally, so you're less likely to feel dizzy or a headache and your body's working optimally during your workout.
Great advice. Denise Lee, personal trainer, thank you so much for coming and sharing those tips with us. Good advice for anybody that plans to get outside and take their workouts outdoors. Our Jackie Jarris is a big outdoor runner. So, Jackie, I hope that you are staying hydrated before you do just